taking on the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
At the 39-yard line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. Now it's Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this returnable for Hines. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, 1st down. Cook up the gut. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. This a quick pass to Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On play action, Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that. Through, and I thought this might be it, but it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Leauge. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that is incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. In motion is Hardy. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Allen on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Naeem Hines now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start the drive with Cook. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On second down, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Tua going to change the play.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Nobody had more speed on offense last season than Miami, and Waddle might be the fastest player on that unit. Led the NFL with over 18 yards per catch and was in the top 10 in yards despite playing with an all-pro in Tyreek Hill.
From midfield, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Hines now on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And the offense moving quickly to the line. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Sliding out of the pocket. Open man downfield is Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Tua now on 1st down. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon A-Chain with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0.
Bills nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
37-yard line.
Middle. Look out.
Up the middle, it's Cook. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On play action, here's Tua. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that
touchdown, Bills! Gabriel Davis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when there's extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
At their own 39-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Here's Tua. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua, he dumps it off to A-Chain. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got him now.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they try.
Touchdown! Devon Achane, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now, a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On play action, Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's 3rd and 7.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Now he's 3 to midfield and finally brought down at the 43. 123 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now a toss right side, Achane. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Turbo three, kick.
Running the counter with Mostert. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.